somewhere down here. Ah, there she is.
There they are!
What's up, gamers?
Genshin. Not to be confused for Genshin Impact, please.
I was going to say he left an impact, didn't he?
If it helps, he's Italian.
Oh, so Mario, got it.
Yes,
I pitched
yes,
Mario.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so I got Mario again. No, wait, I got Baby Mario. Okay.
You got Baby Mario!
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Great Ace Attorney 2, starting of the fourth case. Herlock is, looking a little different today. We don't know why. I would like to figure out why, but first I need to move somewhere for a minute, because I want to get a trophy.
He won Pirates of the Caribbean, and when they were all saying, "We wants the redhead," he was like, "Damn, I gotta be a redhead now."
Nah, we want to...
He's unlocked the power of the Super Saiyan God.
The spade is still here. Look.
Oh my god!
Please, Mr. Naruhodo, it's not a spade, as I think you well know. It's a shovel.
Didn't take long to reignite that old argument.
Ah, I have an idea. Let's get the implement a name, like Professor Hairbrain named his tools.
Oh no. Ooh, I never thought of doing that.
From now on then, let's call it Ryunosuke.
Why? No. It's clearly much more of a Susato. The old argument has taken a new and unexpected turn, it seems. And I got it. Ace of Spades. Okay, thanks.
I hate it here.
What to do?
What do?
It's good news that Professor Mikatoba arrived safely, isn't it?
Yes, it's wonderful. And the fact that Father has been invited to this important international event really makes me very proud to be his daughter.
Your father, Shochikoku, us, and Kazuma, of course. There's an ever-increasing number of Japanese here in Britain's capital, isn't there?
Yeah, all 5 of them.
Well, yes, I suppose so. But London does have a population of 6 million people, so I think we're still a minority.
Susato-san's father, who came here as a visiting student 16 years ago, in Kazuma. It's almost as if some great power has been at work, drawing them here across the ocean to London. I feel as though the waters are starting to swell again now. That's kind of ominous.
Was going to talk about how, like, these two just, like, saw Sholmes' hair and then just immediately went upstairs.
Yes, it's like, oh, the hair! Anyway, let's go upstairs. Wait, no, I don't want to do that.
We just did.
I'm see if I can get this. Let me see if I can get it here, maybe? This blackboard is where Iris scribbles down her latest ideas, isn't it? Let's see. Oh, she seems to have drawn a lot of little stick figures all lined up. Look.
I love the idea that, like, Sholmes is just watching this happen. It's like, oh, so they're just ignoring me now. Okay.
Yes. It's like, hi, Sholmes. Okay, bye, Sholmes.
Well, I thought the red in your hair meant that you were paused in time, so that means you're not seeing anything right now. Cheap apples at the market is what all of them say.
What? Little figures can speak?
How do you
He's
question-
stupid!
Yes, he is. Thank you for the obvious.
All your questions would be answered if only you would read this month's Rance magazine.
Somehow I'm the only one who can't make any sense of this. And unfortunately, it still didn't give me the trophy. Alright, fine. I'm not sure where I'm missing this thing, but sure. Anyway, hello, Sholmes. Did I present this last time? I don't think I did. We're gonna do that first. Mr. Sholmes, about this.
Tell me, Mr. Naruhodo, is this the first time you've shown me this particular trinket?
Yes, I want to know how he reacts.
I don't really remember, to be honest.
If my saying, that's a collar for a breed of miniature canine with a particularly long neck, were to precipitate a "here we go again" from your lips, we could be sure it was not the first time.
Oh!
Deduction, you see, my dear fellow. Deduction!
Sean's literally saying, I'm tired of your shit, Naruto.
Mr. Sholmes, who are the two gentlemen that were here before?
Oh, now you're paying attention to me.
Yes,
Well, we presented an item to you, and you asked, and then, well,
it's true.
Oh, just a pair of petty criminals. Nothing of significance. Of course, they have to make a living somehow. And when the mood takes me, I'm willing to turn a blind eye to all manner of infractions.
when the mood takes you,
All matter of infractions?
When such fellows set their eyes on Mr. Herlock Sholmes, well, that's when their luck runs out.
oh my, you were the target of a crime, Mr. Sholmes?
But I quickly devised a plan to entrap them and deliver them to our young detective ally.
You should have asked Gracie to come too. We could have had an arresting tea party.
What?
I did send
Sure.
word, but no answer was forthcoming. The man is consummately in the wrong place at the wrong time. There's a word for it, I'm sure. Ah, I have it. A bungler. That's the word.
It's a good job he's not here to hear you say that.
It's a good job?
Yeah, I guess so.
No, go back to that line.
Yeah,
It's a good job. What?
sure, it's English, I guess.
English is a beautiful language.
So those redheads had been up to no good.
I wonder what the men did.
What was that about the greatest problems known to man that you mentioned before?
Is it another fiendishly intricate case, Mr. Sholmes?
Are we gonna talk about your hair?
No.
How should I best explain it? Are you aware of the theory of evolution by natural selection, perchance?
Well, I think I've heard talk of it somewhere. Possibly.
Unfortunately, you existing here right now, Sholmes, is proof that it doesn't work.
It's a revolutionary scientific theory that was newly proposed 40 years ago now.
We have a timeline. We can go look up when Darwin published that, and we can know when this game takes place.
We could.
But we're not gonna.
According to its author, Mr. Darwin, we humans were once apes who lived in the treetops.
Huh? Wait, what? We were apes?
Indeed, and from the very moment those apes descended from the canopy to live as humans, it has been our lot to be at the mercy of the greatest problem known to man.
Our Lord, what is the greatest problem, Mr. Sholmes?
Why, is it not obvious, my dear madam? The problem of rent.
I don't think that was the...
I think you're the last person that gets to complain about that problem.
Uh...
The problem of rent. Look at where he lives.
But did you not receive a rather large sum of money from man whose spares only the other day?
Pshaw, a large sum. One potted herb for Iris, and a new motor car for me later, and all of it has quite disappeared, I assure you.
You bought a car?
In the
Can you not imagine Herlock Sholmes behind a car, the wheel of a car? I don't
and
know
this
about
is
that.
like a Model T car too. Like, what are you doing? You don't. What?
Honestly, Hurley, you know you squandered it.
Yes, well, anyway, 2 days ago, I discovered the answer to man's greatest problem. For the coming month, at least.
And what was the answer?
Why? There's a substantial clue before your very eyes.
Don't tell me. Let me see.
Humans are sorry creatures, unable to see what is in front of their noses. Let me give you some assistance. Don't look, but observe me very closely. There is one particular feature about my person that has changed. You should notice it in the end, I think.
Okay,
in
so
the end?
I realize like it's the obvious, but I'm bothered by this. In the upper right-hand corner, on a shelf, he has a shoe and a hammer. What are those doing there?
Don't worry about it.
I'm gonna worry about it.
It's been stabbing me in both eyes right from the very beginning of our conversation.
I think we might need another clue before we uncover the full answer, Mr. Naruto.
Are you serious?
Thanks for the hint. I'll be tearing my hair out if this charade goes on much longer. I guess we won't know for a bit because I don't have that little detail yet. Mr. Sholmes, isn't it about time you told us the truth? Just over a week ago, you said to us...
I will now tell you something of the first importance, my dear fellow. Great detectives are wont to lie. It will serve you well to remember that.
He didn't tell us that was a different guy. His hair color was different.
That case aboard the SS Brea in January. Kazuma wasn't killed, and you knew he wasn't dead at the time. So, what was really going on?
The fellow was unconscious for a very long time. If he hadn't regained consciousness when he did, his life would have been in mortal peril. Of course, a side effect of the prolonged comatose state was amnesia, as you now know. It was a simple enough task to silence the crew.
But how? Also, why?
After they carried him out of the cabin, I assembled them in the lobby area. Then I made them swear to leave him unconscious and have him unlaid from the ship in Hong Kong as a murdered corpse.
Oh, how horrible.
It was necessary to find some material with which to persuade the crewmen to keep their word, of course.
But why? Why do it in the first place?
I will be at liberty to elaborate in due course.
How about now?
Yeah.
But for the time being, I would like to reassure you. I didn't foresee subsequent events.
What events?
His disappearance in Hong Kong.
Oh,
I believe I may have made a gross error of judgment.
Mr. Sholmes. Okay. What?
And now back to the nice music.
Okay.
What a nice, heavy conversation we just had. Anyway, who would like some tea?
This looks like last week's edition.
What's that article circled in red ink there?
It's an advertisement column. It says, "To the Red-Headed League."
The Red-Headed League? What's that?
I don't know. I've never heard of it before, but
Is something on my face?
Your eyebrows.
Clearly this has something to do with that lively hair. Oh, who's reading this? Is it me now?
I think it was KV.
Okay, hold on. I was tour guide Barbie in the first one. Did you do Many Memo in the second one?
I don't recall.
Okay,
Wait.
there was.
wait.
Okay, there was.
We had Imperfect Cell in the third case.
We had Shadow the Hedgehog.
You know what? It's time for Peter Cullen.
Wait, what?
I don't
It's
know
time
how
for
to do
Peter Cullen.
I don't know how to do Peter Cullen.
Red-Headed League article. An advertisement from the newspaper that's entitled "To the Red-Headed League." It seems somewhat suspicious in nature.
Well, that's pretty good.
Okay.
Do that.
We'll go with that. We'll go with that.
Yeah, do that.
Look, I have a decent Peter Cullen. I have a pretty decent Peter Cullen.
No, I agree.
No, Kiwi, I want to see you try and do it too. Yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone's done it except for KV now, actually.
Okay.
So yeah,
I'll do Starscream instead.
we already got started.
Okay, well, Benny Momo's in jail. He wouldn't know what the hell's going on here.
We already had Meme Momo though.
We did, yes. Yes, in the very, very first case of the first game, because that was the joke.
Wait, but wasn't I the Barbie for that one?
You were tour guide Barbie in the first case of this game.
Yes! I'm talking about this game. I'm not talking
Okay.
about the first game. We had Shadow the
Okay.
Hedgehog, Imperfect Cell, then me for Barbie. So yeah, it is your turn now.
Y'all are thinking way harder about this than for a game that is literally just asking us to read clues.
Because we wanted to make it funny.
Okay.
We want to change
You
it
know,
up. We also
you
want
know,
to change
you-
it up, okay?
Yeah, that's
okay.
fair.
Based on that, since it's about Clue, I'll try to do Tim Curry.
Oh man, let's go. The mask Cosimo wore when he was assigned to Lord Van Zieks as his apprentice. Also, why is it here? When he cast it aside after the trial the other day, I just sort of picked it up.
Why did you leave it in his... Bring that to your room, Naruhodo.
I had to give it back to him, I suppose.
But he has his memory back now, doesn't he? I can't help feeling he might turn around and tell me coldly to wear it myself. Yeah, that would be a Cosmo thing to tell him.
But isn't he your best friend?
They're a very interesting friendship. Okay. I have... Wait, do I need to read this? Hold on, let's examine this thing.
You know, Skate, like, oh yes, we're such best friends. We talk like best friends. We chat like best friends. We date like best friends. We smooch like best friends. That's what best friends do, right?
Oh, I completely agree. I have a friend back home in Japan who would do the exact same thing.
Oh, see, you get it.
To the Red-Headed League. I'm not going to read all of that.
It's fine, I'm
£4
reading it.
per week if you are a redhead.
This month from the teaching, the emerging consensus among doctors and scientists. I'm sorry, I'm reading the rest of this. The theory of miasma is being soundly rejected as experiment after experiment has yielded conclusive evidence in support of... Who's Jon Snow?
Winter's coming?
No, fall just came.
Anyway, doesn't seem like there's any dialogue here. It's just us reading the article, so...
A most fantastic money-making
Another-
opportunity.
Wait, what is this? Another cholera? An epidemic? A public
Cholera.
health support right there.
That's cholera.
Cholera?
Yeah,
I've never heard of that, actually.
It's a
Oh.
type of medical thingy.
yeah. Doctors, however, warned that there appears to be the beginning of yet another cholera epidemic. It keeps happening, gamers.
Something smallpox. Sorry, I'm like really fascinated by the text.
Hang on, I need to. Oh no, go back to that. Go back to that. I
need.
need to read this retrospective here. Truly, more than any other nation, Britain has been successful in its endeavors, thanks in part to the generosity of its many inventors and its long illustrious tradition of fostering inquiries into the sciences. Lest it be forgotten, she is the nation that gave to the world the genius of Sir Isaac Newton, a man who literally had an apple fall on his head and thought that I have an idea.
Gravity.
However, there is one other factor at work, the shifting field of economic thought. Despite the fact that Adam Smith's magnum opus, The Wealth of Nations, was published in 1776, the doctrine of laissez-faire, laissez-faire has only begun to truly take root in the last few decades. It remains to be seen just how influential and enduring his ideas will prove to be. Someone wrote like a whole newspaper article.
I'm more just like, wait, you can read that because it's too dark on the edge of the screen for me to read that.
I can read it. At least on my side, I can see it.
Okay. My screen might just be too dark.
I'm curious now if I switch this to Japanese, what would it actually like? How would the English look on here? Or maybe I'll open up my 3DS and look into it later. I want to see how it's written on there. Because I'm pretty sure when they localized it, they did refine all the newspapers so it actually reads correctly to an English speaker. So, but anyway, we're gonna.
Yes, like someone in Capcom of America is just like, I have a whole newspaper page ready to go.
It looks as though someone circled an advertisement in this paper, Mr. Sholmes.
In red, even.
To the Red-Headed League? Does that strike you in some way?
I was thinking that just maybe it might be related to your bright red hair. Oh no. Oh no.
So, at last you've learned to apply my methods, Mr. Naruhodo.
Sorry?
Having eyes?
In the first instance, and quite indispensable, observation.
We already asked you about it before, and you said we weren't allowed to talk about it.
Yeah. Believe me, I could have seen that hair with my eyes shut.
So then, allow me to regale you with the details of my latest exploits.
Regale or boast?
It can be two things.
So what is the Red-Headed League, which seems to be the subject of the advertisement you've circled?
You noticed it in the paper, then? That, my dear fellow, was going to be the source of this month's rent payment.
It was? How?
According to the advertisement, the Red-Headed League is a distinguished institution of fellows of unspecified governance. In fact, the only condition for becoming a member is having red hair.
That doesn't entirely surprise me.
But listen to what the lucky redheads receive once they join. An unconditional salary of £4 a week.
Oh, that sounds like a scam.
Oh my, £4 a week.
But why? What are they paying people for?
That I don't know. No details are given in the advertisement.
But surely every red-headed person in the country will be flocking to join in that case.
You're right, Susie. There's no time to lose. I put in my application at once.
So would I. I just, on the off chance.
That might be stretching a point, I think.
The trouble is, they have a fixed number of members, you see?
Oh, I see. So once a certain number of people have joined, no one else can.
But as luck would have it, one member recently passed away.
As luck would have it.
It wasn't particularly lucky for the redhead in question, I fear, Mr. Sholmes.
So you decided to try to join in his place?
Correct. I mean, look at me. Have you ever seen such a red-headed fellow?
No.
So why? Why did it have to go so wrong?
Maybe you shouldn't have bought the car.
What on earth happened?
A blunder, Mr. Naruhodo, though it pains me to admit it.
What did you actually do to your hair, Mr. Sholmes?
I'm glad you asked, Mrs. Otto. What you see atop my head is neither dyed nor a hairpiece. I changed the color of my hair overnight by the wonders of chemistry.
That's
That's
what dying is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Sholmes. Chemistry?
It wasn't this or this, it was this. But that is the same as the other thing. No, it's not.
Okay, whatever, man.
I was conducting some research into a method of rejuvenating spent tea leaves. And in the course of my work, I stumbled upon a potion that, when taken, turns one's hair a flame-like red. Would you like to try it? It will make every hair on your body perfectly crimson.
No. I think I'll pass.
But, Mr. Sholmes, is it quite safe to drink? Surely it's bad for you, isn't it?
Amateurs are always hampered by such fears.
Oh, I should have never doubted you, Mr. Sholmes. You mean to say?
Jesus Christ, Susato.
Susato.
But of course, to earn 4 pounds per week, one must be prepared to turn a blind eye to a little danger.
Oh, okay.
That degree of red sickles more than just a little danger, surely.
So anyway, Henry left full of confidence yesterday with his new red hair. For the park on Lime Street, where the Red-Headed League were interviewing prospective new members.
Wait, if they're the Red-Headed League, why are they doing it on Lime Street and not Apple Street?
Good question. So what went
Because
wrong?
Apple Street is where everyone would expect them to be.
Oh.
The whole park was choked with red-headed folk, like a coaster's orange borrow. I queued for 8 hours solid before at last I reached the front.
8 hours. Okay.
This man's been to Disney World.
But when the panel of interviewers saw me, they immediately said, "Ah, Mr. Herlock Sholmes, are you in disguise to conduct an investigation?"
Oh.
Well, you can't really change your face. I mean, you probably could, but I don't. Let's not go down that road.
Yeah, let's not.
So naturally, I had no choice but to reply, "Shh, don't give me away." After which I could do little else but turn and leave. Then this morning, when I looked in the mirror, irritation stirred within me. So I turned that pair into the police.
So you got salty. Okay.
Oh dear, what a disaster. For Hurley and those two redheads.
So he just got petty and salty. Alright, okay.
Mr. Sholmes, you mentioned before that you were expecting a guest today?
Indeed, Mrs. Otto, that is correct.
Not another of those red-headed gentlemen that were here before.
Not at all. They were petty villains. The guest I'm expecting is a client.
Oh?
So, better or worse than a petty villain?
I mean, this client will actually pay, so better.
Okay.
A young gentlewoman who wishes to appoint the services of this great detective, no less.
How wonderful, Mr. Sholmes.
You must stay and observe the fashion in which a great detective receives his customers.
Must we?
Yes.
I have you in my clutches now, Rent. Just as I have you in my clutches, redheads.
Okay, sir, you need to chill.
That hearty laugh is masking rather sinister thoughts I feel.
You know, the lady isn't due for another hour yet. Don't feel as though you must wait around if you have other things to do.
Oh, okay, sure. I will go talk
Okay,
to...
bye.
I guess we can go talk to Kazuma, I guess. Figure out what's going on with him.
Oh boy, Cast Dracula.
That's not Kazuma. 1st of November, British Supreme Court, Lord Chief Justice's office. Sir.
I'm sorry, I was sleeping. Anyway.
What? What? Just standing right there, just like dozing
I
off.
just realized Lewis is talking to himself. Got it.
No.
Yep.
It's fine. It's fine. They're not looking. It's just a slight little nap. Yes, of course. I understand. I understand how it is. Yes, thank you. I appreciate you. Anyway, here's the final draft for the opening address for tomorrow's proceedings. I've supplemented your original with the figures you asked for from the yard. I see! Excellent work! Thank you! You're welcome, my lord.
What's Lord Van Zeek's doing here?
My, there seems to be an awful lot of tension in the air, wouldn't you say?
This place is stifling enough as it is. We really don't need any more tension.
This is the way he turned! The way he turned was just like, oh, this is a horror movie.
My apologies. I didn't notice you come in. Your small stature and dark dress made you all but invisible to me.
She's wearing blue.
Oh,
Your small stature and black dress.
no, it's entirely my fault for wearing black, I'm sure.
From now on, you must dress in white from head to toe whenever you come here.
Yes, I agree. I concur, Miss Susato.
What about just blue?
That's too close to black. Now then, Mr. Naruhodo.
Yes, my lord. I'm right here. Ugh, kill me now. Alright, we did open up a lot of can of worms in that last trial, didn't we?
Is something wrong? Perhaps it's a little too hot in here for you.
Oh, no, not at all. I mean, I've never experienced a room at such a perfect temperature.
If you're sure. The beads of sweat carving their way down your face seem to suggest otherwise.
Because of the daggers you're staring at me with, mainly.
As you're no doubt aware, my International Forensic Science Symposium begins tomorrow. In fact, your father arrived in London earlier today, I hear, madam.
Oh, yes, that's right, my lord. He's extremely honored to have been invited.
I'll leave the remaining preparations for the meeting room in your capable hands then, Lord Van Zeeks. I'll attend at once.
Hi? Okay, bye.
He gave you a very cold stare as you left, didn't he?
Well, that's nothing new. It's just another Monday or something for him. I know, but I haven't done anything. Have I?
Yes, maybe, no.
I don't know anymore.
These past few days, my feet have barely touched the ground, I must say. My dedicated right hand of many years was recently put out of action in spectacular fashion.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Is your left hand still of service?
Mr. Naruhodo, he's talking about Dr. Scythe.
Oh, of course.
I should have seen this coming, really.
I'm terribly sorry about that. I was just,
Fear not. You've done nothing wrong. Dr. Side's own wrongdoing precipitated the situation. You needn't concern yourself with it any further.
That would be a lot easier to do if it weren't for the piercing stare you're giving me.
Lord Van Six is doing an admirable job of holding the fort. Though disturbingly, his apprentice has been missing since yesterday.
What?
Oh. Missing?
What's become of Kazuma-sama now?
What indeed? I guess we'll figure that out in the next video, maybe. Unless Mr. Lord Strongheart pulls his shomes and just, like, figure it out yourself or something.
You have exactly 5 minutes to figure it out.
Shit.
Okay, but are those 5 actual minutes or 5 Frieza minutes?
It is now 4 minutes and 54 seconds.